and welcome. Thank you for joining me today for this video on how to foil wrap your charcoal sticks. The main purpose of this, of course, is to keep your hands relatively clean while you're working with the charcoal. Foil wrap. So let's have a look at how you would wrap your charcoal in foil. The main purpose of this, of course, will be to protect your fingers being in direct contact with the charcoal. Okay, here's a homemade wrap that I've made myself. I much prefer to make my own. You can buy them already wrapped in the foil. Here is a bought one, but the foil does have some kind of a gum or adhesive on it that sticks it to the charcoal, and when you're trying to remove this, it can be a nightmare. And you can make a lot of mess just trying to remove it. So I always try to make my own, and we can do this easily with a regular piece of aluminium foil, about 2 by about 3.5 inches would be a good size. Now there is a difference between a good wrap and a bad wrap. This is a good wrap. It's nice and tight to the charcoal, there's no air gaps. The aluminium foil is perfectly flat. Now you see we've got a nice wrap at the end there keeping everything together, and you want to keep that wrap right at the bottom. If you start coming up the sides, when you're working on the paper, it's going to scratch the surface. Okay, now I'm breaking this in half, as willow tends to break very easily. If you're standing at an easel, working a full piece is okay, but for smaller areas as we're doing today, it's worth just snapping it in half. But I actually think it's better to start big, so let's do that. It's easier obviously to work bigger now. So we're starting with the largest piece first. Larger pieces are easier to do than smaller pieces, especially if you're a beginner. Now be aware of the placement here of the charcoal to that left corner there. The left corner wants to be slightly lower than the bottom of the charcoal. Of course, as we're looking at it, this is the top of the charcoal, but once it's wrapped, it will be the bottom. I hope that's not confused you there. Now, if we place that left corner in this position, that is not going to make for a good wrap. It's going to unravel and could cause you a fair bit of drama. So make sure that that left corner is above the charcoal. Okay, so start by folding the corner under as we bring the foil up and over, keeping it as flat to the charcoal as we can. Now, let us observe what was that left corner. Do you see the distance there? That's going to make for a really good wrap. Now, as you're doing this, be firm as you're crumpling this bottom here. Be firm but gentle. You don't want to cause any tears in the aluminium foil. You're just crumpling it together, going round for a nice neat, oh, that's a lovely wrap. So let's do a couple more with the willow. The process is the same, of course, but it is more challenging when the sticks are very thin, and for extra thin sticks, you'll find that is quite a challenge. Okay, now I'm going to show you something here with the compressed, because this piece of compressed is obviously quite a small piece, and you see if we went ahead and wrapped it now, we'd just cover the charcoal with the foil. So what we can do is just put a little fold in there to where we want the charcoal to come in relation to the foil to come in relation to the charcoal, There we go, we've got about a centimetre clearance there. So I'll go ahead, roll it up. And there we go. Thank you for watching this video. If you have enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. Of course, subscribe, click notifications so you don't miss future uploads, and I'll see you in the next video.